Okay, so hey guys, welcome back. If you made it this far, thank you for sticking with me. I know it's been a long time that you guys been watching these videos. I hope it was worth it for you. So for this final on screen, I'm gonna be doing Python. Like as I said in my introduction, Python is actually one of my more favorite ones. So let's get on to this. Again, if you have stuck with me this long, thank you very much. You guys deserve an applause. Thank you. So let's get on with the video. So okay, so going over Python, basically Python is to me a very straightforward language. As I said in my intro, as I said in my first video for intro to websites, I started off with Visual Basics, and that was something I couldn't really pick up. It was more difficult for me, but Python, I'll show you some examples of what I've been doing in Python, but let me go over the overview, excuse me. So in the overview, let me read that out for you as I do with each of these. So it says this course is a lot of fun. You'll learn how the coding language Python is structured, and later on how to network with a server for multiplayer games. Each lesson will introduce new Python code and give examples plus explanations. Every lesson also has video review in case you rather learn by listening and watching, which is what I do generally. The way I like to do these lessons is I click on the video, I save the video, I watch how they do it so I can learn and pay attention, and then just recreate what they want me to do. So at least for me, that is the easiest way to work with this course. Because if you take a look, if you spend time actually reading the whole lesson, it can be overwhelming, especially if you don't know some of the terminology. But when you look at the actual video, they explain a lot. And the instructor, which I believe is also the CEO of Simply Coding for this lesson, or at least for Python, I believe he's also the instructor for this. So let's keep moving on. So here's how it's going to be structured. So basically, lesson 1 through 3 are going to be using idle to write Python code. I'll be showing you idle in a few minutes. So basically just showing you indents, logic, and import. And then in lessons 4 through 5 you will be using paint app. So I haven't gotten there yet. So what it looks like is you're going to be using drawing buttons, etc. And then lesson 6 to 10 you're going to be doing multiplayer space adventure, that's the one I'm mostly looking forward to. But yeah, I went over the site pretty much over in my first video. So for this third one, by now you should pretty much know how Simply Coding is structured. All their courses are pretty much the same way. The way you add the courses are basically the same way. You have your lessons at the end of each lesson. You have your quiz, which you have to pass to move on to the next one. Which again, I really like that. I really enjoy that. So let me show you a little bit of what I've been doing in Python. So for my last lesson, let me show you. Okay, so here, this is idle. So idle is basically, how should I say, the console for what you use to code Python. So here, as you can see, I was using, this is me just playing around with some of the code they gave us. So this is something that I really like about this course, is that the way they show you, they leave you room for your interpretation of stuff that you can write. So after I think I got up to lesson 2 on this one, and I was able to write this. I know it's a very basic program, but this is, taking serious, this is just the first lesson, and I can already use the code that they gave me, just basic codes, to create simple things. So for example, for this one, what I did was, let me run the module for you. Okay, so here's the module. So starting here, it says, what is your name? And then when I type in my name, Eric. What is your age? 21. Where were you born? United States. Okay, and then when after that, it says your name is Eric. You are 21. You were born in the United States. That's awesome. Well, it was nice to meet you. See you later. So that, like I said, this is just something very basic. Which I know any advanced programmer probably gonna say this is I can do this blindfolded. But like I said, this is just on the first lesson, and I feel that it was great that I was able just to take simple code that they gave us. So basically, this being just like name, what's it called, and then doing raw input, doing the print command, and then just doing the dot title, which is pretty much dot title is all it is just saying that whatever the input puts, it will make the first letter of whatever of every word output uppercase. You'll learn a little more of that as you go through the course. But and then pretty much just what the print command is basically whatever's going to be showing on your screen, what the person's going to be seeing. And then place of birth, greeting, all that is just stuff that I'm basically telling it what it is. So I'm telling it that the name is equal to raw input. Raw input is basically just whatever the user inputs. Age is equal to raw input, and then it's gonna say here's what I want to say. So I said, what is your name? And then the dash n is basically saying it's like it hitting the enter key. So that's just something I've been working on with Python. Like I said, nothing too advanced yet, but I really feel like I am learning something. And like I said, this is just the first lesson I was able to do this. So moving on. So like I said, mostly I feel like this is going to be something that I'm probably going to be spending the most time on. So let me see. So let me show you some of the quizzes actually. So I already finished, I believe, no, I haven't finished 1.4 yet, but let me just show you anyway how they're format. So here it says, are you ready for lesson 2? And yes. Well, I guess I can't see it yet, but so I guess I'll just be showing you, I'll be showing you the what's it called, the quizzes probably in one of my other videos. I believe I did show you in my Java platform video, so you guys can go check that out. I did show you there. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna wrap this up for Python. Again, I believe you can, this one on Amazon is gonna be $89.99 for the entire course. This one I believe it's a 35-hour course. So definitely, I think you guys should check it out. Another thing I should mention is what Simply Coding sets out to do is for you to have a job skill. So they do target a lower age demographic as well, but I feel like you can pick up some skills that actually can help you in a normal job from doing their courses. Another thing I like is basically they're compatible with pretty much anything. So whether you have a PC, you have a Mac, or just Linux, I feel like it's great that you can just do it that way. So thanks again. So I guess I'm gonna wrap this up finally. So thanks for sticking with me this long. I really appreciate it. So again, you guys, if you guys have stuck with me this long, you guys deserve a round of applause. There you go. Anybody wondering how I'm doing this? Actually just my LEDs that I have in my room. So next one, guys. Peace out.